Welcome back into Pattrn. General graffiti is frowned upon, but in this case, we can get behind it.
Yeah.
You're gonna wanna come to your television screen because this is our favorite story of the day.
And it is amazing. Okay, so French artist Saype creates massive works of graffiti art by using grass. He joins us live from Switzerland to tell us more about it. Thank you so much for taking
We're totally fangirling over your art. It is phenomenal.
It's amazing. So thanks for taking
so
some
much.
time to talk to us. Tell us, what inspired you to take your art from the canvas to outdoor landscapes? Because this is just amazing.
Thank you so much. You mean what was the idea to start to paint on grass?
Yeah.
And to use like at the beginning, I used to make some graffiti, and that's why how I start to paint. And then I feel the wish to paint outside, to give to the people my art, but using nature. And my idea was like, the drone arrived in Europe in 2012. And I started to thought, oh, that gives me a new point of view on the world that I can use. And then for 3 years, I developed a paint, which is 100% eco-friendly, using mainly chalk and charcoal. And then I worked 3 years for making it happen. And for me, nature is the biggest art gallery in the world. So for me, it was like a beautiful playground, to express myself and to spread messages to all the rest of the world.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. Talk about the process a little bit. You talked about the drone, but it looked like you had a grid. Do you first draw it on a paper, grid it out, and then you know where to paint it on the ground?
Yeah, the first step should be what story I want to say and at what time. Then because as my work is outside, I need to find the right place to say the right story. And then I start to make pictures of, for example, the hands that I will paint of the people that I will paint on place. And then it's like I make a grid directly on the ground to help me to know where I am when I'm painting, but I don't use drone. The drone is just used to take the picture of the ephemeral artwork, because as you can imagine, as I'm painting on grass, my artwork will disappear with the rain and on the growing of the grass. So this is very ephemeral, but the drone helped me to keep the artwork in mind and to share my idea again. Okay. So then I use, yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, we're looking at some of your work. Do you have a work or two that are just your favorite, that stick out, that you've tagged, or that you're going to be doing, that you're like, this meant so much to me and I love it so much?
There's one in 2018, this is just here on my wall, that I did in Geneva to support an association which is called SOS Méditerranée. We rescue migrants in the Mediterranean Sea. And from this project, there is some lines which change in the political system of Switzerland. And it was something very strong for me, because it was a beautiful example of how art can move lines in society and in the real world, I would say. And for me, this is something so powerful that this is maybe one of my favorites. And the other one should be maybe the one that I did in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower in 2019, because it was the beginning of a worldwide project that I started at this moment, and to create the biggest human chain in the world, and to speak how it is important today to work together. And now I did 19 steps of this beautiful project.
Amazing. Wow. Yeah.
Well, grass graffiti artist, Saype, thank you so much for your time.
To you, thank you so much.
It is stunning that he is able to do this at such scale.
Look at that.
As well. And then to have it gone just if a rainstorm comes in or snowstorm comes in or something like that, and then it's gone.
It's just, but I think the message and the imagery that sticks around and that we get from it, such a beautiful message that he's putting out there.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah.